Hey guys, Ryan here again. Can't keep me away, I'm back again. Alright, so this time I'm doing just sort of a bit of a short review this time. It's about Spider-Man, so here and everyone's like, oh, big fucking surprise, Ryan talking about fucking Spider-Man again. So it's two comics that I'm reviewing. I've got Spider-Man Spectacular and Giant Size Spider-Man. Unfortunately it wasn't giant, because that would have been a pretty funny story, but maybe in the future, Marvel, get to it. So these are it's a retelling of the origin stories of, spoilers for anyone out there who know nothing about Spider-Man, how Peter Parker becomes Spider-Man. And I found it interesting, even though I've read the origin stories 100 million, billion, trillion times. So yeah, just an interesting retelling in short form. 8 short stories, which features a number of villains with their origin stories as well. So you got the Vulture, you got Dr. Octavius, you've got Kraven the Hunter, you got Sandman, and you got Mysterio. The 5 villains that sort of appear in these two comics, I should say. And yeah, it just shows how Peter Parker has to deal with once again, the world's burdens on his shoulders because of his uncle's death through his actions, and juggling being a high school kid and being Spider-Man, which you can imagine would be probably pretty difficult to do. And yeah, so I thought it was really good. It's a cool team up with the Fantastic Four, that sort of thing. I know, I'm not a huge fan of the Fantastic Four, but usually back in like 1960s Spider-Man, which we got there, yeah, they teams up, and Jesus Christ, it's just some things like one issue he's hitting on the Invisible Woman and Johnny Blaze just like, screw you man, that's my sister, and he's just like, fuck you, Human Torch. That's a story for another time. So yeah, this is just a good way if you haven't read any Spider-Man at all, or you just looking to know a bit more about the origin stories, or if you don't want to go and read 100,000 of these essentials, which are like that thick and basically coffee table books. I recommend these. These are quite fantastic. I had a good time. As you know, I said I've read most of these origin stories. I believe Sandman's origin sort of differs just a little bit. It's not a major difference, but it's between, I think in the 60s it was an explosion and the sand molecules rearranged, and whereas in this it's like radioactive waste. I mean, as I said, not a big difference, but it's still enjoyable, as I said. So if you want, go pick it up. I did last month at my local comic book store, so that would be probably still on the shelves, so enjoy.